Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you are tuning in from. This is BS Buddies Podcast. I'm your host, Joe. That's your host, Ian. Today, I'm going to quiz Ian again on one of my favorite subjects, baseball. Specifically, baseball jargon. We're going to see how many Ian can do.
And I'm going to do terribly because I don't know baseball jargon. I don't know hardly anything about baseball lingo. So this is going to go great. I'm going to do really well, I'm sure.
I read him like 5 before this. Just
I think I got like 2.
Yeah, you got 2 of them. So this is going to be good. This is an article off of MLB from Anthony Castrovins from 2019, and it's titled From Ace to Yakker, a glossary of baseball slang. And we're going to go through most of it. There's a lot. I just want to do the fun ones at least. There are things I think Ian should know, and then some ones that I don't even know. Okay.
Full disclosure, some of these will be semi-serious answers. Some of these I'll have no clue, and I'll just be pulling smoke out of thin air.
So we'll just start with the first one. Ace.
Ace. You know what? I'll start out with a semi-serious answer. To me, an ace would be like a particularly good pitcher.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, wow, really?
It's typically your team's number 1 pitcher, like the best pitcher on the team. But yes, you're right.
I'm off to a good start. I got if nothing else, I have 1.
What about alley? And I can give you hints if you want. Like in terms of like where on the field, or like if it's talking about hitters or pitchers, if you want hints.
Alley. this bad. The bad thought that comes to mind is like the tunnel they walk down to get to the dugouts, where they're doing all their steroids and whatnot. I mean, Gatorades and warm up snacks. That's what I meant.
Just ask for a hint whenever, otherwise I won't.
You know what? Throw me a line. I got nothing for the alley.
It pertains to the outfield.
What is that? Like right from home plate to center field?
It is the gap between outfielders. You want to hit it into the alley.
Oh, you want to hit it into the alley? That's a weird name for that, but I can kind of see how that fits.
This next one I wouldn't consider that as that term. This one I don't know. Baltimore chop.
Baltimore chop.
Sounds
like a karate move.
I think I've heard of this,
Baltimore
but I don't
chop.
know what it is. I'm trying not to look.
Hit him with the old Baltimore chop, and he just like swings a baseball bat down on him or something like that. It's a fighting move.
For me, I feel like maybe it's like a Cal Ripken Jr. thing, and he just tended to like swing and like purposefully like hit grounders, but that's so not right. Like you don't want to hit it into the ground.
Maybe it's like it's like swinging high, like you're chopping through the air at a high, like a ball.
I think it's got to be something swing wise. There's nothing.
That's the only thing I could think of.
Baltimore chop, a ground ball that hits in front of or off of home plate and hops over the infielder's head. Okay. So like it hits right in front and then somehow
just boing and then up. And
what the?
How the hell did that get the name Baltimore chop?
Bandbox.
Is this going to be something literal where it's like where the band plays? This is going to be just...
Because we got the batter's box and the on-deck circle, because I'm thinking it's hitting related. I'm going to say maybe that's what they call like the cages where hitters practice hitting before.
I would say maybe it's something to do with like where the announcers are like, playing the
maybe where the organist plays, because like they have the press box, which is where all the announcers are. Let's see. I think you might Be close. Bandbox.
Oh
A,
no.
a small ballpark that is beneficial to hitters. So there's things that are more hitters ballparks and pitching ballparks. So it must mean like ballparks that are very hitter friendly, smaller. I don't know.
Once again, I'm put in mind of that comedian who did the. Did you know the dimensions of a baseball field are just whatever? And he's like 90 feet between each base. That's standard, but the
It
outfield can just be whatever you want.
yeah. This one I know, but I let's see. Bang bang play.
uh, two like you hit it and you get like 2 runs batted in, like it doesn't have to be like a home run, but like it goes like the outfield and you get like 2 guys going around the
No.
base. Otherwise, my mind is going somewhere that YouTube and other platforms will definitely not appreciate me taking to, and that's 18 plus rated. So we're gonna skip right over
It,
that.
it's a play in which the base runner hits the bag a split second before or after the ball arrives. So like if it's a
Oh,
close
step
if it's a
catch
close
or
play,
catch step.
if it's a
Yeah.
super close play, it's called a bang bang play. This one I've never heard of. Banjo hitter.
I know it's once again something to do with batting, but I'd like to imagine the batter steps up to the plate with a banjo and he's like, "All right, come on now, give me one here in level," dun, 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 and then just annihilates the banjo swinging at the ball.
I feel like it's got to be someone who makes contact with the good part of the bat, so like the barrel. So it's like the end of it is just like round to them because they just hit it right there so
Yeah,
often.
just crack it.
A hitter who
Hmm.
notches a lot of bloop hits without hard contact. Okay.
So is
So
he's like smacking foul balls and dinging up his bat? Is that what
so
it's saying?
so what it's saying is a bloop hit is one that's like it goes into like a no man's land. It's like right outside the infield, but in shallow outfield. And they just
Uh,
like they're really good at just getting it right in that spot, like just fast and high enough to get it out,
where the infielders can't get it, but not
but
far
not
enough where
deep
the
enough.
outfielders got it.
Yeah, that's a banjo hitter.
Okay.
Ooh, this one's a good one for you.
A lot of music related terms in this one. I'd be so confused going to a baseball game.
Batter's eye.
Batter's eye. That.
It
Mm.
has. I'll give you a hint. It has to do with the outfield wall. It has nothing to do with
Outfielders.
the player.
Out. Oh. I was gonna say what a dude hits the ball just far enough where it's not quite a home run, but the outfielder like knocks himself silly running into the wall to catch the ball. Got some batter's eye there. Yeah, ran into the wall. Um, I don't know. I would say like maybe it's like a specific spot on like the outfield wall that they're hitting the ball for or something, or
No.
towards, or trying to hit.
So it's kind of hard because like you've only played high school baseball and you don't watch a lot of baseball. But the batter's eye in center field, if you like watch baseball, there's usually this big like green or black square in center field. That's the batter's eye.
Okay.
So
What
when the
what
batter,
purpose is it for? Is it
it's
just like that's
it's
where
so it's
he's?
easier for the hitter to distinguish like the baseball versus the background.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
So
Wow, that's kind of.
like if you ever go to like a Fargo Moorhead Redhawks game, because that's close to us, they have just a giant green wall in center field right behind the fence.
Huh, that's a surprising amount of psychology that goes into these baseball games here. Didn't know
Uh,
that
I
before.
could I could keep going with the bees. I'll
And
There's
the birds, the
no.
birds and the bees.
Brushback.
Brushback.
I have no idea what this is. I, for me, it seems like maybe the dirt that a pitcher kicks up when he's throwing.
I was thinking of like when the umps pull out the little brushes and they like clean off home plate or whatever
Ooh,
for them. That to me would make the most sense.
we're both wrong.
Oh, come on, man.
A pitch that nearly hits a batter.
What? How does that track at all? Okay, some of these
There,
terms I feel like they're just screwing with us
there's
now.
also a beanball, which is a pitch that hits the batter in the head, which I have heard of before. But this one, oh, I have heard of this one. I kind of read like 2 words out of the definition trying to block it. A bonus baby.
I believe they call that one a pregnancy surprise. Congratulations, you're having twins! Bonus baby! Like,
I'll give you a
oh,
hint. It
God.
has to do with the contracts they sign.
It's a player who was signed on who got a signing bonus, would be
Yep.
my closest guess.
A young player who gets a signing bonus, a bonus baby.
A bonus baby. Man, they got terms for everything, man.
Oh yeah, there's so many. Like one I like is Bush League.
Bush League
I'll just say
takes
that.
place in the Australian outback.
So like
That's for that kangaroo baseball.
so like an amateur baseball, like you can get away with some weirder stuff, like just how people act. It's
Oh yeah.
it's that, but or like if you watch like bench warmers or stuff, like those comedy baseball movies,
Yep.
and you see people in the major leagues kind of do stuff like that, that's considered Bush League.
Mm. Handing him the folded paper with a picture that says "I am 12" and $10. Bush League.
Yep. Catbird seat.
Catbird seat?
Catbird seat. 2 words.
Catbirds.
I'm gonna say it's like the main announcer's seat because I don't know what else it could be.
I got nothing on these terms are becoming more and more unhinged. Joe's got to be done. It can't be good if Joe's rubbing his face.
When a team is in a desirable situation in a game. I've heard driver's seat, not catbird seat.
What is a desirable situation? You got 3 runners on base and your big slugger's coming up next. Is that a catbird seat?
A lot of these, I'll say this one, cellar. When
Get your hot dogs here. Get your
not
peanuts
that kind
here.
of cellar,
Get them while they're hot.
like the basement cellar. That's your hint. Basement
Get your
cellar.
steroids here. Get them here. Get them while they're fresh. Clean needles.
When a team is in a cellar, it means they're in last place. They're at the bottom.
Oh, as cellar as in baseball. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. I still like my version better.
Climbing the ladder.
You're going from the cellar up the ranks, maybe?
No.
Or
No.
scoring, or you're
It has to do with
from
pitching.
You're on you're working up your way to a no hitter.
No.
Oh, what the? None of these make any sense, Joe. Baseball people are just odd. There's no other way to describe it.
That's very true. It's when a pitcher throws up repeatedly to get a strikeout.
Oh, like he's throwing like curveballs up, or like he's just walking his way up the strike
He's
box?
aiming high.
Oh,
like the actual pitches.
That's not climbing. That's throwing consistently in the same spot.
When a pitcher delivers a series of pitches out of the strike zone, each higher than the last, trying to get the batter to chase them. Oh, I didn't.
Oh, okay,
I didn't
okay,
know
okay.
it
So
meant. Oh, I suppose out is still whatever. Collar.
that makes collar,
COLLAR.
collar.
Like
Mm,
it's just
yeah,
collar.
like a shirt collar.
I feel like it's
Uh,
got to be a pitch up at your neck or something.
yeah, I would imagine so. I can't think of anything
Nope,
that
you're
that would
not going
stand for.
to. You're not going to.
No, not even
What
close.
when a hitter goes hitless in a game, he is said to have taken the collar. Never heard that one before.
That must have its roots in like old baseball because
Yeah.
I can't imagine how in the world that translates. But okay, I'll believe it.
I have two that are fun. Do you know what a cookie is
It's a sweet treat.
in baseball terms?
uh, the player gets on base and he runs around
No.
in a circle really fast. Okay, well,
It
um,
has to do with hitting a pitch.
hitting a pitch, hitting a pitch, cookie, hitting a You got me. I don't. That's
It it's
how
an
would that trend?
easy easily hittable pitch.
Oh, I don't think any of that would ever apply to me. I can't hit any
Well,
pitch.
if cookies aren't your thing, what about a cup of coffee?
A, a cup of coffee? God,
This is a common term.
means nothing to me. Is it still related to pitching?
It's related to a young ball player. It could be a pitcher, hitter, does not matter. We're
I
not
got,
even to the D's.
I got nothing, man. I'm not gonna lie. I got nothing.
So it's when a minor league player comes up to the big leagues for a short stint and then goes back down. So he came up, had his cup of coffee, and went back down because it didn't last long. Usually it's because a main player got injured, so they bring up a young guy so he gets a little bit of experience.
Hey, like, hey, bro, you want a taste of the pros? Here you go. All right, now get out of here. We don't want you here. Get.
I saw one that says Dead Red, and I'd never heard of that, so we're gonna skip that one.
Dead
I
Redemption.
This one I think you should know. Ducks on the pond.
Oh God. Oh God. We always used to say this too. You know what I feel bad about is I never asked what it meant. Is
There's so many baseball terms you don't learn until later because you're just like, oh, the guy 2 years older than me is saying it. I'll say it.
duck duck? Yeah, it's exactly ducks on the pond. Isn't that when it's like you're telling them just like swing
No.
when it's like a good pitch or something? I
Nope.
don't know.
Means
I
when
don't
there are
know. I
two or
always
three people on base at one time. You
Oh,
got
that makes a
ducks
lot of
on the
sense.
pond.
Ducks are on the pond. Yeah, see, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, and I never would have guessed that because I was dumb.
What about firemen?
uh,
It has
Fireman.
to do with pitching, specifically later in games. A
Fireman.
fireman. I should.
Fireman. He's pitching well. He's on fire. He's doing good.
I suppose. It's specifically a team's closer or late inning relief pitcher. Usually,
um.
usually they're good because they put out the fires in the
Okay.
game.
Yeah.
Like,
I gotcha. I gotcha. No, fireman. Yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking like I don't know, some dudes in the dugout seductively working the bat or something. I don't know.
oh, I'm reading some of these. I'm like, I've heard these before, and I didn't know this is technically slang. So
Oh no.
this Free baseball.
Not wearing a cup.
No.
That's what you might guess. He's free baseballing it. Whack. Yep, yeah, free baseball. Yeah, he got him in.
Uh,
Learn to wear that one next time, you nerd.
this.
Just
You know what free baseball is? And I say this all the time. All the time, if it happens. It's when a game goes into extra innings. Because you go to the game, you pay for 9 innings, but if it goes into
and
extras, it's free baseball.
free baseball. Oh wow, that's funny. It's free baseball. Joe, come here. It's free baseball. You remember that meme? It's free real estate. It's free baseball. Just lean in real close.
This one's a fun one. A frozen rope.
Frozen rope.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
sperm bank is not the correct answer for that one.
It has to do with hitting.
Oh, a frozen rope, dude. I don't know. You're playing and it's snowing out, and
It
you.
has to do with hitting specifically. Any weather. Could be 100 degrees and you could still get a frozen rope.
Ask your doctor if you have frozen ropes. I got nothing. There's so many of these have caught me so off guard because the meanings are like a 180 from what the saying is. I can't.
Like,
I got nothing what a frozen
baseball's
rope
been
would be.
around since the late 1800s, and some of these just stick. Like the last one we will do is like there's no way it came like the 1940s or later. There's no way. A frozen rope is a hard hit line drive.
Okay, yeah, I guess that would make sense. You know,
I
smack.
I shouldn't have read this one because this one's funny. Golden sombrero.
A golden sombrero.
It's another hitting related thing, but for the wrong reasons. It's not good to have a golden sombrero game as a hitter.
Why would you call it golden sombrero?
It's good for the pitcher. I don't know where the term came from. I'd like to look that.
The sun is in your eyes when you're swinging. I don't know.
When a player strikes out 4 times in a game, it's called a golden sombrero.
I need to know the history of some of these. The
Like gopher
etymology.
ball?
Yeah, gopher ball. That's got to be one where it like hits the ground or something.
No,
like,
it's not.
What is it then, Joe?
It's when you pinch hit and get a home run. Gopher ball. Okay.
Yeah. Sure. Why not?
These two, I hope you get. High and tight. It's a pitching term.
Pitching it high and tight inside the strike box. Yay!
Yay!
2.
Another pitching one. High
if you
cheese.
hit me with a low and loose, I'm gonna be so mad.
High cheese.
High cheese. A ball just outside the strike box.
No.
Like high outside the strike box.
Yes, but what pitch?
Fastball?
Yes.
Curve?
High cheese. High
cheese.
and
okay.
High and hot. High cheddar.
High and hot. High cheddar.
What about
Headshot.
What about the hot corner?
The hot corner.
It's a position. So you have a 1 in 9 chance. Hot corner.
Shortstop.
No.
Oh.
Close. You're close.
Third base.
Yes.
Yeah. Got it on the second chance.
It's
Dropped
because
on
there's a
myself.
lot more right-handed hitters who will tend to hit it that way, and it's the corner of the diamond, the infield diamond.
See, that makes sense. That tracks. I can follow that. Logically, that makes sense. Some of these other ones, not so much.
This one's very simple, but some people call it a knock.
Knock.
It's another name for something else.
A bunt?
Hitting related.
A bunt? Like when you bunt it? Knock? Knock it?
Not quite. Depends
Foul
on
ball?
no.
You.
In terms of like you saying bunt, it depends what happens, like how they bunt it.
How they
Or
bunt it?
but they can also swing the bat and get this.
You smack the pitcher when you hit the ball.
Okay.
I tried, Joe. I'm
A lot of
trying.
these are like way like not close. A knock is just another term for a hit.
Oh wow! What? Oh come on!
I know I didn't explain that, but like a bunt single would be a knock. A bunt
Yeah.
out would not be a knock.
Okay. That's fair. You got to knock. What? God, I don't.
I have no
Go
idea
on.
what this is. Who the LOOGY? Lefty one out guy. Left-handed relief specialist.
Loogie? A loogie?
What
He's a
about
loogie.
moonshot?
High in the air, but still inside the park, like in the outfield. That's you
Change
got it
it to out of the
going
park and
backwards.
you got it right. It does not
Oh,
stay in the park. It's a long,
oh,
high home run.
okay. I figured moonshot. Well, because home run's
It's
got home run, and then you got dinger. I was like, well, moonshot's got to be like it's inside the park. Why do we got so many names for this stuff?
this I do a lot as a pitcher. Nibble.
Chewing on the bat.
As a pitcher,
Um,
no.
uh, nibble.
It involves a pitcher in the
Your-
strike zone.
Let's say chewing on your glove. Let's see. Nibble.
It depends how mad I get to do that.
Nibble is like you're on the edge of the strike zone, like
Yep.
you're nibbling the strike box.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I'm up to what, 3, 4 out
Yeah.
of like last 20.
When I do that repeatedly and the ump still doesn't call it, there's a chance I may nibble on my glove to keep myself from yelling. On the screws. I think it's a hitting term. I'm trying not to cheat. I think when you hit it on the good part of the bat.
On the screws.
I was pretty close.
Yeah, I got nothing on that one.
When a batter makes ideal contact. So
Wonder where on the screw they used to have screws holding the bats together, and maybe they thought that was like strongest part of the bat or something.
So I got another pitching term.
Oh boy.
And then it's kind of like nibble, but painting the black.
Is this gonna have something to do with that batter's eye box
No,
in the back?
it's pitching specific strike zone.
Oh, my other guess was gonna be like hitting the umpire or something.
You know,
Painting the black.
Sense.
He wears black. Painting the black. Painting the black. I don't like the dead center of the strike box.
So a nibble is like working around it. Painting the black is when you hit the corner of the strike zone.
Okay, kind of. I guess I could see how that tracks. Kind of.
What about a pickle?
Once again, a delectable treat. A tough situation. When and if you got the catbird seat is when the team's in a favorable position. This is when you're in a pickle, you're in an unfavorable position.
It's
It's
when
gotta be.
a runner is caught in a rundown. They get caught in between bases, and then everyone tries to tag them.
Yeah, yeah.
Caught
So,
in
I
a
mean,
rundown or
technically
caught in a pickle.
not technically incorrect. It's
I'll
an
give you half a
unfavorable
point.
situation for the runner.
Plunked.
Plunked. I, I really want it to be like you dome the helmet of the batter. Plunked.
When a batter is hit by a pitch. Doesn't have to be in the
Yeah.
head. Just gets
I was
hit.
correct though. I was correct.
Why are
It
there so many
doesn't
more?
even matter.
Um I accidentally read this. I didn't know this was a term. Rhubarb.
Rhubarb.
Rhubarb. So this is what
Rhubarb. You gotta watch out for somebody named Barb. You have to rhubarb. You gotta watch out for somebody named Barb.
so people who watch other more contact sports wishes baseball had more of this to make it more exciting.
Oh God, I see that all the time. I always see people, oh, baseball's so boring. Well, I'm not going to baseball because I want high octane energy for like 10 seconds at a time. I want, like a nice, easy game that's easy to follow after you've hit up the beer guy for like the 15th time walking around. Where's he at?
So going back to plunked, if a pitcher purposefully plunks a guy in the head, a rhubarb may start.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Rush the pitcher, baby. Go beat him.
It's just a fight or scuffle. I did not know
Okay.
that was a baseball term.
Rhubarb.
Shoestring catch.
Scooped it up from like it was like right about to hit the ground and like snatched it up before it did and gets him out.
Catch made by their feet.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, yeah.
I didn't know this one. Senior circuit. I didn't know that was a nickname for the National League because it is the older of the two leagues. So if you play in the National League, you play in the senior circuit.
Old. It's just
Snowman. Oh.
you didn't sound very thrilled with that.
No,
Oh,
I accidentally didn't cover the part that I should have. I was going to guess.
what are you calling on Frosty the Snowman to step up to the plate and take a couple of swings and work his magic? Knock his top hat off. I'll show you what a snowball fight is.
It's when a team hangs a snowman, it has scored 8 runs in an inning because the 8 resembles a snowman.
Oh.
The head and the body.
Oh, some of these terms, man. How did they come up with this?
This is also a boxing term. Southpaw.
Uh, a lefty pitcher?
Yep.
I figured so. I was like, oh, I know a southpaw is the opposite term, so I was like, gotta use my deduction skills as a detective.
What about a table setter?
A table setter. He's the. Is it related to pitching again?
It's related to hitting.
He. If I had to take a semi-serious guess, I'd say he tries to like set it up so that he's on base when their big slugger comes out to hit it.
Yes.
Really? Yeah.
A table setter is someone who tries to get on base so the other So your team can get you in.
Nice. Glad. Yeah, my reasoning skills pulling that inner Dirk
The,
Diggler out of me.
this one should be simple. Should be. A tape measure blast.
Tape measure blast.
Has to do with hitting again.
It's a God, what he like line drives it right at the pitcher, but then the pitcher catches it. You can measure the distance it went with a tape measure.
It is an extremely long home run.
Oh, that's not how tape measures work at all. Most of them run out after like 25, 30 feet. You need one of them
You
little
tell the league
walking.
that.
You need one of them little walking deals that counts the distance for you as you rotate the wheel. That's what you need for one of them.
We're going a little long. I'll say some of these.
Yeah, you
Tools
pick the
of
ones.
ignorance. I did not know this was a term.
Me, what I have playing the guessing game on these baseball terms. That's what I have. Tools of ignorance.
It's catcher's equipment. I didn't know that.
Oh.
I haven't heard this one in a long time. An Uncle Charlie is another name for a curveball.
Uncle Charlie. Oh, that has some seriously terrible implications that I will also not speak for
This
the
is
sake of
this is what I have. Warning track power.
warning track power.
You know what the warning track is?
No.
It's the dirt piece right before the fence in the outfield. The warning track is like it switches from grass to dirt, so like an outfielder
Oh,
can
it's
feel like, oh, I'm close to hitting the wall.
somebody who can hit it out there consistently.
He can hit it to the warning track, but he cannot hit it past the warning track.
That's just rude. That's just rude to have a term for that. Just bring
Uh,
him into one of them fields that's a little bit shorter, and then it'll become home run power.
wheelhouse, a hitter's power zone. Wheels, a player's legs. Do you want to take a guess at what a whiff is?
Miss. Swing and a miss.
Strikeout.
Oh,
But
well,
I
yeah,
I
whipped it.
consider it more just if you swing and miss. Worm burner. It makes
Worm
sense.
burner.
It made sense after I read the explanation.
A worm burner. A hot sunny day for playing baseball.
A scorching ground ball.
Oh God.
And we're to the last one, which started in the title, a yakker.
A yakker. A player who just won't shut up.
It
Just
is
talks
another
smack
name
from the
for a
duck.
pitch.
A yakker? Yeah, that's definitely. There's no way that came from like the. I wouldn't even say the 20th century. There's
That's
no
what I'm
way.
saying. There's
Oh man.
it's your least favorite pitch.
Curveball.
An Uncle Charlie, a yakker, it's all the same.
Joey, the only thing I've gleaned from this is that baseball is full of a bunch of insane people who need to be clinically studied because so many of these terms have nothing to do with what they're talking
There's
about.
so many I did not read. There's so many. Like some were
Oh,
simple or more simple, like a three bagger, triple,
three,
because you
yeah,
hit
let's
the
say
three
one,
bags.
two, three.
And then like opposite field.
The stands, stadium. You
Okay.
hit it
Never
into the
mind.
stadium.
We could have recorded for an hour and done them all, but 40 minutes is plenty.
And then I would have needed to be institutionalized at the end of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for
Oh,
watching. This will make a couple good shorts.
This this will make something. Like I said, I'm gonna need to be institutionalized by the end of this. Oh my god, I can't. The next time I'm listening to baseball now, I'm gonna be listening for these terms, and I'm gonna be trying to hear him. Oh, Joe said that one. I don't remember what it is, but Joe said that one.
There's one they didn't put in that they've been saying on the radio broadcast. Oppo Taco.
Oppo taco.
Yeah.
Opposition. The opposing team is selling tacos, or they brought Taco Bell. I don't know,
It's an
man.
opposite field home run. I don't know where the taco part came from. It's more of a newer one compared to Yakker, but you know.
Yeah.
And Golden's sombrero. I don't know where that one came from, but thank you guys for BSing with us. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Subscribe to become a bud today, and next time I think Ian will return the favor and give me a marine jargon quiz to take.
They're so much worse. I'm just gonna put it to you now. The Marine Corps ones are so much worse.
I don't know how that's
Oh,
possible, but
we'll manage it. We'll get it done. But in the meantime, I'm actually not going to take it easy because I'm going to have to put together a whole list for Joe to read. But you all should take it easy while you're out there and have a great day.